Coach, first and foremost, as always, thank you for your time. Basketball is a fickle mistress, is she not? You do
Definitely.
everything that I think you would have laid out in a game plan tonight. You hold them to a season low in attempts from three-point land, just 12. Your team shoots 50% from the floor. Your team makes more threes, shooting 48%. You out-rebound them. The difference, I think, there's a span in the first half, about a 4-minute span, where we went empty for 4 straight possessions. They allowed them to build a little point. We fought back, and then early in the second half, they built that lead back up. Empty possessions and turnovers, the difference in this contest for the Governors falling to Western Kentucky, 75-74.
Well, I think one of the significant things was the fact that we spotted them so many points in the first half with the turnovers. We had 11 turnovers in the first half, and when you're playing a really good team, you know, they have the depth, they have the talent, and you spot them points and layups and free throws. I mean, you also look at the free throws. We shot 8 for the game and then shot 17.
Never even took a free throw in the first half.
Right, and so I don't know how that happens, but, you know, hey, I guess we got to go up stronger. But the game plan was to try to eliminate their threes and take their shooters out of it, and, you know, we did that. And I'm proud of the effort. You know,
100%.
It's you know, whenever you're playing a tough team, you know, you want to make other guys kind of beat you. And, you know, I thought for the most part, you know, we were locked in, and guys emerged for them. And that's what happens when you have a talented team like, you know, Western does. But my guys fought, and I think everyone was on the floor. They did something to help the team, and that's what you're looking for. But it was the turnovers and the easy buckets in the first half, and we didn't have much margin, you know, to really face a team like this, but we rallied.
We knew coming in that they would love to get behind the line. I thought you took that option away from it. I'm going to give credit to Elijah Perkins. His name is not going to be in the scoring column, but he played fantastic defense. Sean Duru-Gordon chasing around. Cam Copeland, who's don't care. All your guys on the perimeter did fantastic job of moving them off the spot. They got a couple of looks early in the second that I think got them going, as you said. But I thought tonight, holding them to just 4 of 12 shooting from behind the arc, just 12 attempts. Yeah. We did a great job of running them off and never letting them set their feet where they wanted to behind the arc.
Absolutely. I mean, threes kill. You don't want to give up layups, but you know, threes definitely kill. And we were locked in. You know, I think we really paid attention to the game plan, and really at times I think we were so locked in, taking away the three, we gave up some drives.
And, and you said
it's just tough.
This was a physical game. This is as physical as I go back to the early one when I talked about going to Daytona Beach. I thought we played a very physical contest there against Albany. I thought this one, and we don't get into whistles, but I thought this one made you challenge your guys. But your guys rose to the challenge when the whistle wasn't going their way.
They did. And, you know, whenever you are facing a talented team like Western, you know, you just got to keep fighting, because they can have a spurt where they just jump on you, and they did. But our guys showed some real resolve and some grit to keep fighting, and you know, we showed that, you know, when we play together, we play hard, defend, you know, we can be right there with anyone.
Agreed.
And, you know, you want to win these games. You know, I thought we played well enough to obviously win, but they made a few more plays at the end of the game, and, you know, to get it. But you know, you just kind of praying to the basketball guys that last pull-up three from Copeland goes in. But it didn't, but we did a lot of good things, and I'm proud of our group.
Oh, absolutely proud of this group. If you told me we were going to come in and hold them down and from the back of the line and we were going to go out-rebound them, I'd have took my chances here. A lot of folks looked at the matchup of the bigs with Elijah Hutchins-Everett working against Jamarian Sharp. Elijah outscores in the night 19-18, gets 6 rebounds as well. What was your thought on the big man in the middle? I thought late in the contest he was a difference maker, even without the basketball in his hands. That last layup for Paez to go get the three-point play doesn't happen if he doesn't come over and screen and take that big rim protector out of the paint.
Absolutely. And it's a tall task to play, you know, where you're going to be called upon to score, and it's not just all the dump-offs.
Yep.
So when you're facing a double team, or you're facing a guy like Sharp with the length, that's something that you can't simulate that in practice. You know, let's have the guys get brooms or something on their arms and stand on the ladder. So with I think it took him a while to get a little adjusted. You know, you got to do a little bit more when you guard somebody that big. But again, big fella. You know, he played a lot of minutes. but he battled.
Agreed.
You know, and I think that's one of the things. He's still a sophomore, still figuring some things out, and I just love the effort. You know, I think if you play hard, you play together, I think good things will happen more times than not.
I think a couple of times early he got the chair pulled out from under and lost his balance, but I thought he fought back and adjusted his offensive approach there as night. I thought your wings tonight played fantastic. You look at 14 points from Chino Paez, 15 from Cam Copeland, 12 on the night from Caleb Stone-Carwell. As much as you asked of them defensively, to still get it done on both ends of the floor.
Yes, and it's tough, you know, and I think we had a couple of stretches where the ball wasn't going in. And so, you know, it kind of affected our defense. And when you play a team that's so talented, all of a sudden you have a few bad possessions offensively, and then you're still worried about one end of the floor, and they go down and either make a layup or hit a three or do something that just kind of, you know, for that moment shakes you up. But overall, you know, I think our guys were more locked in, and I think that helped them offensively.
100%.
And we just have to kind of continue to bottle this up and just be a consistent group. You know, that's one thing all coaches are trying to, you know, get out of their team is bring that consistency. If we play this hard and play this together as we did, you know, I like what the direction this team is heading. We're still a work in progress, but once we get back healthy, get guys back, you know, we have guys that never really played, you know, and Jalen Ware is battling and he's doing some things, but he doesn't have the experience. So, you know, we need Big Sean back and Robinson back in that lineup and get that chemistry going. But all in all, you know, like I said, I'm proud of my group, the way we fought, and we did a lot of good things and definitely some things to work on. But, you know, I like where we are.
I'll let you get to the locker room after this. Unfortunately, back-to-back one-point losses. How much do you have to convert from head coach to head psychiatrist going into that locker room to make sure these guys are squared up and ready to go for TSU Saturday?
Well, I guess before I take care of them, I got to take care of myself. I need a psychiatrist. You know, I need to sit on somebody's couch. But no, it's the game is a beautiful game, but it also can be very cruel.
Very fickle. Is that exactly how we started this? Yep.
So we get a lot of good things to take from it, but at the end of the day, you know, we got to learn from it, get ready for our next opponent, which is going to be another tough game, and you know, get a win. You know, we need that.
If you give me that effort for 40 minutes down the road, we'll get a lot of those W's. They'll go our way.
That's the plan.
Coach Nate James joining us here during the wrap-up show. Coach, as always, thank you for the time.